Good morning, sports fans. Coming to you live from Wingate Park Country Club in Pretoria for the closing stages of the Gauteng Open 2025. I'm joined this morning by Mr. Bowles himself, Mr. Sean Thomas, and no doubt there'll be some pills of wisdom coming out of his mouth this morning. Shawnee, welcome.
Thank you, Mike
my
Herbert,
name's
aka
Mike,
Boyer. This will be the mixed pairs perfect delivery final between Wayne Rittmuller and Michelle Greig of Belgravia, JBA, versus Martin Lewis and Sharon, Kylander, Rustenburg, Sables District.
Indeed.
For those that don't know, this is an 18-end game, 3-bowl pairs, burnt ends replayed. What do you think will happen in this game?
Well, it should be a heck of a game. You know, we got Martin Lewis and Wayne Rittmuller. They're no strangers to top-level bowls. They're both skipping today, the ladies up front. But, you know, I think maybe the experience of Ritz will come through. But we'll see. Bowls is a funny game, Sean.
They're both pro-tier players. Martin Lewis, when I started bowling, he told me he played lead for 28 years. Tinus Ullifse and Dwayne Abrams were his skips.
Correct.
Rittmuller is in the current gold squad and in very good form. He's just won the JBA singles and in this Gauteng Open semi-singles as well.
Yes, he's obviously the man to beat. Very experienced, and he likes the quick stuff. This green this morning, as we had a bit of rain overnight, probably running at about 14 seconds at the moment, but it's going to speed up substantially during the course of the day.
Yes, the first one to adjust within about 30-45 minutes could become even 2 seconds or so quicker.
Yes,
and
you'll find
you can
that
get caught out.
Every half an hour it'll just get a second quicker, and you know, these top boys, they'll realize it when it's happening, and I'm sure it'll be a quality game. Across the green we've got the 2-4 semi-finals, an all Krugersdorp final between Robbie Pickett and Wilson Malabolo. And then on rink 3 we've got Kempton Park up against Harlequins Pretoria. I believe Robin Ashby is skipping up against Nick Botha. Well, his name's not Nick Botha.
Burnett.
Or Nick Burnett, yes. Of course. I tried to change my name when the cops were after me about 10 years ago, and it was going to cost too much money.
Those games are 21 ends now.
Yes.
Big difference between playing 15 ends. There's really time to fight back if you do have a bad start.
Indeed. And some quality players on the green there, so they should be 2 cracking semis as well.
Robbie Pickett actually won this tournament 2 years ago at Krugersdorp.
Yeah, Robbie's got a heck of a record. I remember him winning the pairs with Theo van der Walt at Edenville in the Nationals not so long ago.
Okay, we're about to start. Rustenburg are getting first use of the kitty.
Yes, so
relatively short end here.
I'm not sure if that's going to be legal. Martin picks it up and throws it back. Okay, a bit of a shaky start there from Rustenburg. But obviously their intentions are very clear, to play short ends.
Having played Rittmuller enough, that's what he likes as well. So.
Yes. But they're easier to hit when you're in trouble, Sean, when they're only 23 meters away and not 33 meters.
They're hoping they don't have to do too many drives during the game, but yes.
Once again, we are blessed with the technology on offer here at Wingate Park bowl section. James Rushton is the man on the controls, and we got multiple camera angles, overhead shots, lots of different graphics that we can play around with. slow motion replays. Yeah, very impressive. Like I said during the Masters earlier this year. And I'm very proud to be a member of this club. Fantastic facilities. The greens have taken a bit of a battering since the Masters, but they are running exceptionally well.
Michelle got shot there, half a meter behind the jack. Michelle's a left-handed player.
Yeah, I think Rustenburg just drew the shot there with her second bowl.
Michelle's relatively new to JBA, having come from Kingfisher.
Yeah, but before Kingfisher, she was at Ridge Park. She's no stranger to us. She's been around in this game for many, many years. So you need to treat her with respect.
I've actually just been also advised this morning that Martin Lewis did not enter the mixed pairs and he came in as a super sub day before the tournament started.
I believe so. So sometimes the best partnerships are not always the most obvious ones. We got a little comment here from Mornay Skeepers, Cape Town's version of Mr. Bowles. Good morning, Mornay. Surprised you're up so early after a big Friday night with Hampo and all the boys down in Cape Town.
Very good shot there from Michelle. That's definitely the shot.
Yeah.
Could be one in a measure.
Yes, and as Mornay alludes to there, he's going to be up for the Fairtree Wingate Classic in a couple of weeks' time.
You running that, and you must be quite proud of the field you've assembled for that.
Yes, it's a very, very strong field, thank goodness. We got 44 top sides, all competing for the 100,000 Rand first prize. Obviously, we're very grateful to Fairtree Wealth and Asset Management for being the main headline sponsors of the event. As you know, Fairtree are putting a lot of money into the game at the moment, and us bowlers need to be revering them whenever we possibly can, because it's not often that somebody comes along and puts a lot of money in. I remember the last guy was Phil at the Accumulor in Bedford View, and that lasted a few good years, and then it went a little bit quiet. He's put more money into the club now rather than into the tournaments, but I believe there's big plans there as well, Sean.
It was a bit narrow there. Martin had good weight but narrow ball. Fairtree yesterday launched the upgrade of their app. It has been around, but there was a little launch, which I think you want to use that app at the competition.
Yes, it'll be the first competition where we will have 0 scorecards in play during the whole weekend. Everything will be done using technology on the new Bowls Master app, which has been launched by Fairtree.
Martin's under a bit of pressure. Yeah, it does look like he's pulled a couple of loose balls there on the first end.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how many Wayne is holding, but looks like 1.
Could very well be 2. 1 measure for 2. And Wayne just played another great shot.
So we'll have a look and see.
I'm pretty sure they holding a couple.
So Rustenburg are playing with the green stickers, Belgravia with the red.
Yes.
I believe Martin doesn't really play many competitions lately. As of late, he's done very well, but he's not partaking in many ranking comps, if you want to call it that.
Yes, he will be in the Fairtree Wingate Classic, of course. He's come in with a very handy side. But yeah, we played against Martin in the Nationals. He was playing with Ferdy.
Very good opener here from Michelle Greig.
Yeah,
almost
brilliant.
a front touch, a good ball.
Brilliant. Could see wasn't much finish on the ball there, so It's still a little bit sticky after last night's rain.
So that was actually 4 shots on the first head there. But Martin did play a couple of loose ones there. I'm sure he will settle down.
The crowds are starting to build.
This is another very handy line here, just the weight.
Looks like we've got about 60, 70 people watching at the moment. Fantastic facilities, a lot of shade around the green. We've got the new bar next to B green here, so refreshments are very handily available.
So you, Mike, just recently for your 60th, you went over to Australia. How was that experience at the Aussie Open?
Oh, it was incredible. It's a bowler's paradise on the Gold Coast. I went across there with my very good friend Gary Rum, and we had a whale of a time. We spent 3 weeks there. The weather was fantastic. The greens were superb. 10 out of 10 on everything we played on. The facilities, the clubhouses are just next level, and no wonder that they are the leaders in the world
Martin
game.
will be quite happy with that there. That's a good second, considering 3 down. It does give him some options potentially on the back end to look for the bowl or jack.
Yeah, very good recovery.
And the nationals that just completed in Port Elizabeth, you with Donnie Pickett managed to get a bronze
Can you believe that?
in the pairs.
Yeah, we I think we fought in every game and after every game, and maybe every night in our accommodation, but that's nothing.
Well, look, I was there, so I had first-hand experience.
That's nothing new for Donny, but obviously he's a great player. He's still got some great shots left in him.
Now, Rittmuller has played a handy ball there, just half a yard shy probably from what he's looking at. As you say, there's not much finish yet, but it's going to change within half an hour. We'll be seeing a lot more finish on the balls. Martin will not normally be playing with weight. He draws or just over the draw. Very classic drawing bowler. He's got a good positional ball there at the back.
Yes, he backs himself to draw himself out of trouble every time.
Martin staying on the forehand, but I do not think that ball will come back.
No, he's struggling a little bit at the moment with his line and length. Mr. Raper just got out of bed.
Yeah, from where I'm sitting, I would have thought there's a shot on the other hand there, looking for the ball, but
I think
maybe,
he's playing it. He's playing it. Oh, brilliant.
No, I'm referring to Martin. Yes,
Oh,
he has
yes.
changed his hand. He has changed his hand now.
Yes.
He was very quick on the mat there.
He's in the area. Unfortunately, straight through. So
So that will be 2 shots.
another 2 to the Belgravia team.
But as it gets quicker and quicker, the game needs to be built by the front. The front rank needs to put balls to allow the skip to play the odd conversion. With 3-ball pairs, you can really get into trouble quite quickly.
Yes, it's quite clear that Sharon needs to match Michelle up front. Otherwise, Martin's going to have a day of wait and driving. So it's, I'm sure the trial ends are now over, the 2 joker ones and the 2 real ones.
I had a look at the section, and Wayne had Faddy and Helen Janssen. Helen Janssen's in the fours final, as well as Matthew Sperry. So his section was very tough, and he peeled his last game to make it through. A loss there would have been him out the tournament.
Yes, pretty tough section that. which Wayne has come through. Both
At
girls.
the moment, there's not much bend on that.
It's normally the big bender, and it's the truer hand, the ditch side on ring 6 here. So you'll find as the day goes on, it'll be bending twice as much as it currently is.
Very good adjustment.
Yeah, fantastic from Michelle there. Not suffering from any nerves.
All of these players are quite quick on the mat.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there's any time limits on these games, Sean. I think they just play. I don't think there's a 2.25 hour time limit in the mixed pairs. I doubt it.
No, the conditions of play early on said that there is no limit. However, the umpires had the right to put the clock on in the event they saw some slow play per se.
Some deliberate time wasting, you mean?
I mean, in Australia, on those speed of greens, they have time limits in many of their games. Singles is spotted.
Yeah. It all revolves around the TV schedules in Australia, so you can understand why they have such strict time limits on their games.
We'd like to thank Perfect Delivery, headline sponsor of this great event. This is the biggest tournament in the country, numbers. The quality of the greens always results in good games.
Yes, indeed. We are very indebted and grateful to Geesia Swanepoel at Perfect Delivery in Barton. He's been a fantastic supporter of bowls over the last 20 years, and long may it continue. Nice guy. Hasn't started playing the game himself, of course. Not sure why. I think he's a tennis man.
At some club opening days, I did see him bowl the odd opening bowl.
Right.
He said that when I joined Perfect Delivery or retire, and I did join a few years ago, managed to pick up a full houses, and you can claim for full house. Wayne's running after this bowl. It does seem to be in the area.
Brilliant
he's holding two really good ones there.
Yeah. Martin needs to get his line right now. Play with a couple of yards into the head.
That was quite a good effort there from Martin. But now he's going to have to play with a bit more weight. It's going to be very tricky to get the shot. There's no real back balls.
Yeah, he just needs to play a perfect shot with his last wood to save again.
One ball each left. If it doesn't change, it's going to be 8-0 up, which is quite a start in a final.
But like you say, Sean, it's is it 21 ends?
No, the
it's
pair
18
stays
ends.
at 18. But
Okay.
if you do go down, you want to go down early. You don't want to now be 8-0 down after 8, for example.
Yes, for sure. Wayne just coming up a little bit short there. Probably 2 feet short of the jack.
Well, Martin may well have 3/3 here. I think he's got to arrive even if he takes the ball out.
Yes, there's not a clear path in there, so I think he needs to play with quite a bit of weight to try and get as much movement in that head as possible. So he's on the back end again, and he's playing
He's
with...
definitely arrived, but I think this could be wide. You see, it was anything but wide.
Yeah, don't be wide. But anyway, it's a strange game. And some of us take longer to get into our groove than others. So yeah, 8-0 after 3. It's a decent lead.
Wayne and Michelle made the semi-finals of the JBA mixed pairs this season, so They have played together.
Yeah, I think Jason lost that final this year against Aiden and Nicole.
Yes, correct. And that SA mixed pairs will coming up now in August. Jerry Baker and Haley Erasmus, and then Jason and Louise Evans won. So Morningside and JBA is trying for a hat-trick.
Yeah, which is quite incredible, really, with 3 different pairs. I think it's the same time as the Morningside Classic this year.
Correct.
So that's one less opponent for us to worry about, Sean, in the Classic, with Ritz playing in the national final. Who's your team in the Morningside Classic this year?
Morningside Classic. It's Josh Turner, Otto Halicki.
Mr. Swanepoel has just arrived. Welcome,
Morning,
yes, yes.
here. Josh Turner, Otto Halicki, and James Galloway.
That is quite a mix. Did you just...
When I got asked by Josh, I said, okay, and can you please finalize the 4 book?
Sounded like you put 30 names...
The licorice, all sorts.
30 names in a jar and then pulled out the first 4. There's
a couple of good money tournaments coming up. In August, September, and normally the end of the season.
Yeah. Got the Delville trips coming up.
Oh, that's good weight there from Michelle. So
not a lot of comments coming through, guys. So we do need you to keep us on our toes. Send any questions.
The greens are just not finished. You've got to try and get behind. So at present, Martin has yet to go down to the mat holding shot.
Yes.
That has to change at some point.
They've just stopped for a quick chat. He just told her that if she doesn't improve quickly, he's going to be subbing her. Get somebody off the bank to finish the game. So you can send your questions through in English or Afrikaans. Ons is heeltemal bisexual.
Yeah, Wayne is in the area. If he doesn't get something, it's still going to be in a very good spot.
Fantastic.
But it's easier said than done. When holding, it's a lot easier to just draw and believe on the white one. When you're down, you don't want to be short. I think Martin, that's actually that's a handy effort there now.
Might have fallen out, could be a measure, but probably second shot. Martin's an old, experienced campaigner. He's no stranger to these finals. He's got a record longer than...
I think Wayne has now played a really good... I mean, if you look here, his line is bang on the center line. He's almost now holding a 3 there. Not much for Martin to use.
Yeah. Martin will try and draw, obviously, because that's his game.
This is definitely wide.
Yes. Too early for that to come back. Great weight.
Yeah, I think Wayne's good, yeah. Any movement. And again, if you just look at that, all of his balls were on the center line, basically. And I think that doesn't look like it will come back.
Not far away.
It was
just over it.
Although the weight's good.
It almost came back to center, Sean.
They're having a look now, but that could well be second shot there. If I look at what I'm looking here, there's a nice
little
bird's eye view.
We've got Francois de Klerk, who's monkey climbing the wire and holding the camera above the head.
So that was actually a good save by Martin. Could maybe give him a little bit of confidence, but they're going to have to get on the board soon.
Yes. It's amazing how
But all
quickly
it takes is really one shot and maybe a change of length or something. Because the first end of the game, remember, the kitty was lost.
Yes, indeed.
You 99% play with the jack up front, although you were skipping with Stephen Scott now. But how important is the jack?
Yeah, it's incredibly important. I mean, you got to play to your strengths, even if it's their strength too.
It's a great opener from Michelle there. Side toucher. Settled into a groove early. Sharon did very well in the ladies singles. But for now, Michelle and Wayne, they don't really need to change anything. They just keep going with what they're doing. They're really playing a good line.
White is good.
Monet, well, the green's probably, as Mike said earlier, about 14 now. But in the afternoon, earlier this week, we were getting to almost 17 seconds.
Don't give that meter. Try and come through the head. Miss back balls.
14's here.
Still just a bit tight. Yeah. Sit on that meter.
Ball close on this head at present, which was that opener from Michelle. Martin won't be unhappy with that spot. It does just allow him an option. But so the score is 10-0 after 4 heads. Wayne really playing well here. You know, he's not under any sort of pressure in all his balls. Can do something.
Seems to be just under the line again.
Yeah, with that back ball, I really think he should be arriving.
Are they 3 down there at the moment, Sharon?
It does look like it. 2 very close.
Yep. Yeah, 3 down at
Well,
the moment.
the way Wayne's playing, and I mean, his potential will go 3 down, 4 down, 5 down. Really
Yeah.
he's definitely played a lot better here, but I just don't know if he's gonna. Okay, he managed to get the one out.
As any skip will tell you, mate, when you save in every end, it's a recipe for disaster. It's like a dog chasing cars, you know. One day it's going to get the car and it's going to be dying. So you need to be having a bit of support from your front rank.
Well, Wayne has hardly bowled a bad ball. All his balls are counting. Martin played a very good shot there. It didn't quite work out. It does look like a couple. So this is the perfect start for the Belgravia side. Look, in the men's pairs earlier this week, there were many teams that fought back, but this is going to be a monumental effort here. And it's going to have to start sooner than later. With 12-0 after 5. It is a long way to go, but you would think that the Rustenburg team is going to have to improve and Belgravia is also going to have to go down. That's a very good opener for Michelle.
Short. Play up to it.
Because if Belgravia keep up this performance, even if Rustenburg does improve, it might not be enough. Rustenburg have to improve 10-20%, and Belgravia probably also going to have to drop a bit of standard too.
Yeah, I think
singles are not going to be enough at present.
I think Martin needs to get the jack, and they need to throw it long or short to get off this length, which suits Wayne, of course, and Michelle.
Step it up.
Looking across the green, the 2-4s games look to be 4-0. I'm just trying to see. Oh, and right as we speak, that Sharon has played an absolute bomb.
Yeah, cracker from Sharon there, which is going to be a very welcome relief for Martin.
It's like Kempton Park or 4-0 up there. This is the Queen's 4 side. We do know Krugersdorp up. We just don't know now, is it Willie or Robbie? Yeah, Sharon have played another very good bowl. You know, this sometimes happens. Until you've bowled a good bowl, you don't know what it feels like. So she'll back that up now.
Yeah, it's always nice to put 2 balls down the same.
This is the first time that Wayne goes down to the mat under a little bit of pressure, but at 12-0, I don't think he's trying anything.
He's got
besides, if he finds his red on the inside,
he's got a lot of
can
options.
get a result or second shot.
He's got options on the back
so
end.
he's going to just maybe half a yard over.
And he's got the backwards, so maybe 1 or 2 yards.
Oh, he's definitely coming down with a couple of yards.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
He's very close. Okay, didn't get the result. Robbie Pickett doing a hop, skip and a jump coming down the green there.
I like this road, eh?
Wilson's side with the team that knocked us out of the 4s.
Martin has played a handy bowl, yeah, and that has made another shot. Just got a comment from Nicole Erasmus, but it's Nicole Ervia. She's in the final of the singles. She'll be playing Carmen Ferry, the local
lass.
Yes.
Yes, they've both been playing very well.
Yeah.
They've both had some tough opposition to beat. So that should be a cracking final tomorrow.
Wayne has taken some weight off, but let's see now. Is it enough to arrive?
No. And I think he's made it worse for himself.
It does look like potentially making contact doesn't have the set on.
Correct.
Yeah, I like your line, eh?
Martin seems to be finishing in a decent spot here. Ooh, okay. We'll have a look there. That could well be a third.
I'm not sure.
Just to get a little bit behind.
They're having a look here. You wouldn't think that with weight that the count can go any worse.
Yeah, I think if anything, I think he's got to come down on the forehand and get the split on those two shot bowls and get the jack moving out this way. Can't be more than one down if it does pop out this way.
The way he's stepping onto the mat is suggesting a backhand.
Yes.
Seems to be an in-between sort of weight, and I'm not sure has that got enough weight to do anything. Wow, he's almost drawn second shot there, or number one, I wonder. Either way, it's an amazing shot, whether it's one down or one up. To back yourself, I think the fact that Martin's playing could quite suggest he's down, unless it's going to be interesting bowl, yeah. Martin on the mat. And I think he's a bit wide, so let's have a look here now. Did Wayne get the shot there? We'll have a look.
No.
Oh, okay, it's still Rustenburg shot.
Yeah, Michelle conceded one there. Right there.
Well, something has to change, yeah.
So they're on the board, which is going to be a big relief for Martin.
We're going to have to see the mat moving up or the kitty length changing, but it can't stay as is.
They can't keep playing three-quarter hands because Wayne's just in the groove. So we currently have 100 viewers, Sean. If we can ask some of you influential
12-1 after 6, and Martin was not happy with that jack throw. He was urging it on, and it was probably 3 to 4 yards from where he was.
It's close. It looks pretty much bang on to me.
Could well be legal, but it wasn't what the skip asked for.
No, but he wouldn't stand at 23 meters normally, but if he could and he knew that she could throw it, he'll definitely stand on 23. That's been his bread and butter for many years. So if any of you influential people who are currently watching can share the stream for us, please, on Facebook. We'd very much appreciate it. The more viewers we have, the more money Sean and I get paid. So it's very important that you share it.
So the minimum length here is 23 meters, but in Australia it's 21.
Yes, that
On that speed, that can make a huge difference.
that caught me and Gary off guard when we heard that rule. Some of those jacks, I mean, if Quibus Galloway was playing, he could literally take 2 steps and he's at the jack. That's how close it felt. But this one is bang on 23, and like I thought. And as we expected.
Very good weight from Sharon, and that's a
Excellent.
good opener.
Excellent weight, great opener. And it's a nice little nerve settler for her. She knows how important it is for her to perform, to give Martin the
And
chance.
this shows you that change of length. I'm sure Michelle will adapt, but now that's probably her worst ball of the game.
Correct. So, like we said, the change is very important. And this is another very good shot from Sharon.
This is a really, really good one. That
And
previous head, when she
very
bowled
good.
2 good ones, all of a sudden there's a little bit of confidence. We've got a feeling now.
Yes. They've got quite a bit of support on the side here. We've got the Janssens and various other Rustenburg supporters. Another great reply from Michelle.
Brilliant, brilliant shot. I said that she would more than likely adapt, and she's done just that. This ball has to arrive.
Yes, and I think it is. So she may be a little bit tight, but she's very close. That's exactly what Martin asked for.
It's a good effort.
Okay, good try.
Mm.
It was good.
That's all you ask is balls in the area, allowing for, if you drop, minimum damage or possible conversion shot.
Yeah, you know, when you've got 3 balls within 2 feet of the jack, it gives Martin a few options. So let's see what shot he decides to play. It looks like an obvious one on the forehand here.
Should be on his forehand. He finds the outside bowl or the inside or the jack. There's a couple of options.
Yeah, the target is probably about just over a foot wide, so that's the obvious shot for him.
That's what he's doing. All about the execution. I'm not sure.
He's
It's
a bit under.
narrow.
No feathers. No,
I think he needed also a little more weight.
Mm. Hey, Charlie Taylor Harder. Nice to see you online and watching. It's our pleasure, of course. Our producer's trying to put something in my mouth here, and I was a little bit apprehensive.
Wayne playing the same forehand, and I think he's also arriving here. I think he wants that catch away, and
Yeah,
he
played it very
almost
well.
played the exact shot that Martin was needing to play.
Yes, obviously it hasn't changed for Martin. He still needs to be up there with a yard or two and work off any of those front balls or get the jack clean.
Short of the jack.
Yeah, he's in the area, yeah.
It's closer. It's all about the result now. He wants the inside edge and maybe I think he's made 2 shots. A really good one.
Yeah.
One and a look.
Shutters down.
Could only be 1 shot.
Yeah, it looks like Michelle still has second. But he's changed the head, which is very important.
Wayne is really playing a handy one. Yeah, I think he's got it. And he's,
Brilliant.
he's hardly in this game missed a line. Many people say your weight you can practice and it will come to you, but line
Yeah, I like your line.
is really good. That center line.
Good trying, buddy. Come on.
Martin just overcooked it. There's 2 different speeds on these hands, of course. So the ditch hand is probably a second or second and a half quicker than the inside hand.
Got Chris Reinecker standing on the bank here. He's going to be playing the disabled final after this.
Yes. Chris is a top bowler, even when he competes in the open, able-bodied events. He's been around a long time, won many titles. Wayne just going through a little bit there. I think it's just the one to the Belgravia side.
13-1 after 7.
Not halfway yet, so it's still not out of sight. We watched a game the other day, Sean, next to your on the D green with Heinz and Aiden up against Letabo and Victor, and I think Heinz went 15-0 up and before we knew it, it was 15-13, and Victor nearly made the couple to go into the last end peels, but unfortunately it was too little too late for them.
Especially in the later games when the greens get very quick, you can quite easily drop 3s and 4s. Very good line from Michelle there.
Yes,
About a
so
yard.
Wayne's gone medium to long on this length, which is what they've been playing well at.
Mona is making a comment there on the Gauteng Open, how lucky we are to play mixed pairs, singles, fours, disabled, etc. I know this, well, if you want to call it the equivalent, but it's called the All Cape. It's only a fours competition.
Yes. It's a nice event though. Always good. It's always a good crack to go down and play in that. I played in a couple quite a while ago. But yes, the Gauteng Open, like Sean said earlier, is the biggest event in this country, and so many entries. And luckily at this time of the year we get to play on really good slick greens up here in Pretoria.
Yeah, Michelle's again in the area. Every end, at least 2 bowls of hers are in the area, the mix. That's all that Wayne is wanting.
Oh, Sharon just missing the jack there. So, looks like 1 to Belgravia at this stage.
And next year, I believe the Gauteng Open will be hosted by Ikuruleni. Rotate the venues on a round robin.
If any of you can hear me coughing in the background, sorry about that. I've been struggling a bit. And you won't believe this, but they found out earlier this week that I'm allergic to grass. Specifically Bermuda and ryegrass, which are the 2 grass types of our greens in South Africa. And cypress trees. And I see there's a couple over there. So I'm at the perfect club for my allergies.
Martin has played a really good year and he's drawn the shot. I don't think Wayne's going to change much on his last ball, because if he risks that ball, he gets a shot. So now, based on that diagnosis, you're going to stop playing balls?
I don't think so, Sean. I'd rather chop my sinuses out.
Very good weight by Wayne, but he probably can actually afford to be a little bit more over those balls coming in.
Some farmer told me the other day that a bottle of brandy sorts out an allergy. I haven't quite built up to that level yet, but I am working on it. Yes, so Martin coming up a bit short there, still line 1, and not that difficult for Wayne to come through. Obviously, if he's a bit tight, he can sell another shot, so he needs to be wary about being too narrow.
He's not far off, yeah.
Yeah, he's played a great shot.
Find it.
Played a great shot.
Martin, his second ball was in the area, but he just got hooked up. Let's have a look here. He's not too far off here.
Yeah, he's played a great shot again.
He's done it.
So that's another one for the Belgravia side.
If I look across the green here, it looks
for the
like
Rustenburg
Kempton
side,
Park
beg your pardon.
ramped ahead there 9-3 against the Queen's Ashby side. And they just put the jack into the Kempton Park's Leeds hand. So we'll have a look and see, but that one
looks like Robbie Pickett has
picked
gone
up the jack to give it to Erica. Okay, so
In the other game, Robbie Pickett seems to be 10-0 up on Willie. So, both for semi-finals, a little bit one-sided at this stage, but there's 21 ends in those games, and they're only played 5 and 6 each, respectively. So a lot of balls to come there. Michelle with her customary vodka and water on the green. Mike O'Connor trying a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's like comedy or sarcasm. Yeah, so he's stolen the Aero logo for Wayne's Henselite Bowls.
The slogan.
The
Same line every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Somebody's lost.
Again, we'll see how it goes, but I'm just a little bit surprised they haven't tried TTT or something, like a real change in length.
Yeah. Yeah, Martin is the guy that pulls the mat up a couple of yards and throws the jack 3 yards over the peg, so he likes the 24-meter ends. So, looks like Michelle had a bit of bad luck there and turned Sharon's bowl a bit closer to the jack.
Well, this ain't short, but let's
Yeah.
have a look, yeah?
It
Or
might
is
be
it?
short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still, after all these ends, it's just not finishing.
No, it's the sun is nice and warm now, so give it an hour and we should see a difference. Michelle
Okay,
just
so,
missing the line a bit there, but got a great wood back on the center line at the
I
back.
don't think Wayne will be too. He's playing very well, so I mean, his damage limitation gets second shot. Martin's playing the backhand. I think he wants to float just inside this red ball. He's really now starting to play with quite good weight now, Martin.
Yes, it's quite uncanny what a change of length does to a bowler. It's a little bit like set play, Sean, you know, where you get hammered 12-0 in the first set and all of a sudden you draw on shots in the second set, and it's all psychological, I think. But
Martin won't be happy with that ball, but Wayne in his last ball was very close. Again, he's going to be in the area.
yeah, he's put his back into this one.
Yeah, and he's done it.
Played a cracking shot again.
He had so many balls to use, or just to have a nice guide for your line.
Martin playing the same weight, if not a bit more. He just needs to clear road to get in there. No, he got wooded on the way in.
He's not believing in the bend. So yeah, Wayne looks like he's holding one and a.
Martin's
one
also
and a
gone for a
look.
double vodka and water.
So it's one and a measure.
Well, Wayne's got one wood left, of course. He might try a conversion shot here.
So this Wingate Park Country Club, very good facilities. This is your home club. You
Yes.
were at Morningside and you decided that maybe the travelling was a bit much and you're coming back to the other side of the Yukskay.
Yes, everybody knows I have 2 or 3 beers after a game. But, when you're coming from Morningside, 3 beers is a little bit much. So it's a lot easier to navigate your way home from Wingate Park to Linwood. I'm enjoying it here. There's a whole lot of cracking people here. They got a fantastic bowl section, like you said, with great facilities. So, yeah, it's been a good move for me, I think. I still play with Jason and Donnie, obviously, in the big tournaments when I get a chance. But, yeah, my week-to-week bowls and league
If
bowls.
Donnie's listening, that means National Pairs is on again.
Don't know.
Heard it was on and off every day. I didn't know if you were going to actually play that bronze medal or pull a sub.
Look, I'm going to need a lot of hypnotherapy before next year's Nationals to play with him again. He is an absolute nightmare. Donnie, if you're listening, love you lots, mate. You better come quickly because Sean has got his eye on your shoes.
Well, it's my size. I am UK 10 and I'm considering trying them on.
Yes, so
A very good opener from Michelle.
Belgravia have just picked up another 2 shots and Michelle has nailed it with her first wood.
16-2 at the halfway stage.
Yeah.
I personally would like it to make it a bit of a game, but I'm battling to see how it's going to happen.
I think Belgravia would be 4 or 5 to 1 on with the bookies now. And you'd probably find that Martin and Sharon like 21 on the tote, 20 to 1 on the tote.
So a little bit later, British and Irish Lions against Australia.
Looking forward to that. Second test.
Last weekend there wasn't one Welsh player in the squad. I mean, how could that happen?
This
First time since 1896.
Yes, don't remind me, Sean. It's a very sore subject. But Jack Morgan is in the squad this week. And I hope he'll get a chance to come on early to show how good he is. But yes, it's a tour which I normally go on, the Lions tour. But seeing that I went to Australia for the Australian Open, I couldn't do both trips in the same year. I'm not Rockefeller, I'm the other fella.
This is a very handy ball from Sharon.
Yes.
Good ball. The Lions fought back in the second half last week. I think many of the neutrals would like a 1-all. You would like that maybe if Oz can sneak it, but
it would make next week very interesting, obviously.
they don't have. It's not like in New Zealand and South Africa where rugby union is a huge sport. Australia have so many other sports.
Yes, I think rugby union is ranked about 8th or 9th in Australia.
Very good effort. I think even lawn bowls could be more popular.
I have no doubt. I was in the Broadbeach Club and I wanted to watch the super rugby final between, I think it was Crusaders and the Brumbies. Brumbies are from Canberra in Australia. And they said, what? Rugby union? No, we wouldn't know where to find it. So I had to go and do a bit of digging on their decoder. And I was the only one watching that rugby union final. And there was about 300 people in that bar that night. Okay, Philip Bailey, Harlequins.
Wayne's playing a really good ball here. Michelle's got her hand up here.
12-4 down.
Oh, what a shot.
Unfortunately, after 7 ends, still. Yes, it's great to see Philip back in the game. He's getting more and more mobile with all of the physio that he's having.
Yes, true.
I played with Philip a few times in some big money tournaments.
Oh, this looks very good from Wayne. I think he's played an absolute pearler here again. This is phenomenal bowling here. Rustenburg have to somehow change the tide here.
It looks
Card
like,
could well be signed with a few hands to play if this continues.
yeah, looks like Wayne is holding 4 or 5 there. Martin coming down, he's a little bit wide, but he's getting a result.
No,
Ooh,
wide,
great
but
shot.
That's a very good ball there.
He's taken 2 boards out.
I'm not sure.
Check out this
what
replay,
the,
Sean. Fantastic.
I'm not sure what the plans are, but having you been to Australia and you saw the setup at Helensvale with some of the artificial with a covering, is that something that maybe Wingate could look at for their A green? Is it possibly consideration?
I think there is a lot of talk about making that top green an external carpet under a Bedouin tent type dome, which would be fantastic. It would be the first such facility in this country and something that we badly need to prepare our bowlers to go to the indoor events and to Australia, New Zealand on the quick surfaces. So I know Francois and James are working very hard on trying to make that a reality. And if anybody's got a spare 10 million rand that you wouldn't mind giving us, I think that would speed up the process quite considerably.
Yeah, this is probably Wayne wanted to be a bit deeper, but don't go anywhere near the target.
So Sean, you are semi-retired now. Are you thinking of lending us the 10 bar to put the carpet in here at Wingate?
I know there's a bit of grey down here, but I mean, I'm not 50 yet. So when
Are you seriously
gotta
not
win-
50? You've obviously had a rough life.
Might have to win the Powerball Lotto or the.
Yes.
Okay, Martin's coming down here. They're looking at this with anticipation, and he's played an absolute bomb again here. It's 1 down with 3 seconds. What a head of bowls that was!
Fantastic. It changed quite frequently during that head, and that's always a sign of a very good game. So over on the other side, I think Robbie Pickett is now 10-2 up after 7 ends. And as I said just now, Kempton are 12-4 up on the Harlequins boys, and they've played 7 ends also. The score here now is 17-2 to Belgravia after 10 ends. 8 ends left, a deficit of 15. They've got to score a couple every end now.
Well, as you say, 2 an end without dropping an end.
Yes.
As soon as you drop 1 or 2, now you need 3 an end.
Yes.
So,
Exactly. And you know, with Wayne in the form that he's in, it's
highly unlikely.
highly
I know
unlikely.
funny things have happened, but the weather's good here for those in and around Gauteng. Pop down. The beers are ice cold. There's some good pizzas. That pizza oven there upstairs.
Yeah, that pizza up on the terrace, that oven is fantastic. So obviously we got a full kitchen here at Wingate, so you can order something off the menu. You can go to the halfway house and order some great grub, and there are some snacks down at this bar next to B Green. So yeah, for foodies like me, fantastic club.
See if you got the overrunning.
Yeah, it's a very good line. Half a yard short.
Just keep it there.
Definitely does start to look like there's a little bit more finish now, as we did call it up front early.
Yeah, this is quite a short end as well. I mean, it's probably 24, 25 meters. So it looks like they're really heavy when it leaves the hand, but still a little bit sticky at the end there.
Yeah, running a little bit. Sharon, you got that much to draw in. Just, your weight's not too bad. Keep it there.
Yeah, very heavy there, very heavy.
Miss Janie Jones arriving.
Purchase selector, convener of the ladies' selection. She's playing in the fours final, and that team is really a powerhouse. They're going for the hat trick.
They're going for a hat trick, mate.
And I believe, actually, I think 4 in 5 years.
Yes.
But with Jenny pointed out, although it's a hat trick, one of the events was with a different player.
Yes. Yeah, that's a formidable side. Skipped by Marizelle, of course.
And they will actually be playing against Michelle Greig, who's playing with Helen Janssen, Penny Solera,
Just need that fraction
and
of grass to get
Natasha
past, eh?
Carlos.
Yes, it's nice to see Penny doing well and getting up there in the final. As most of you know, I was at Belgravia before I emigrated in 2018. I was a member there for about 18 years. And Penny and Luca are fantastic club members.
And Wayne has just played an absolute bomb again.
Yes.
With the scoreboard like this, there's no pressure, and he's feeling so confident.
Indeed, and it's not an easy shot to get in there. Martin has to play the perfect draw, and he's a little bit tight there.
I think you still need that fraction of grass, eh?
Yeah, so the pressure back on again for Martin and Sharon. The skips with one ball left each, of course.
Yeah, although Martin, accomplished player, but 99% playing in the front. Now when playing in the back, if you haven't got the support per se, and you're having to play the perfect shot, it's
Yes.
can easily catch up with you.
We saw in this year's provincials where Martin was picked at third, I think, in the BGN side. And after the Gauteng challenge, I think they moved him back to the mat, where they know he can excel and match anybody in that position. So you need to pick horses for courses. So a massive wall in front here for Martin, not very hard, not very easy for him to get in and make a change.
Holding 4 shots now. Martin misses this, is going to 21-2
Yes.
after 11. It leaves you with 7 ends, and you need 3 ahead. And we just said it was 2 an end before.
Yeah, I think they'll play back down and then shake hands and have a cup of coffee together.
Come on, you can. You can.
To answer your question, Philip Bailey, there's no Castle Light left. As you know, I don't drink on the job.
Yeah, grass you've got, buddy.
Might have cut out 1 shot there.
Yeah, it looks like 3. We'll see now.
Amazing
It's a 4.
sometimes how the final
It's another 4 for Belgravia.
can be any sport.
Mm.
French opened once Steffi Graf way back, and then this year's Wimbledon final was 6-love, 6-love.
Yes.
Especially for the spectators, and it would like a close game, but it's weird how sometimes the easiest match can be the final.
Yes, and you know, people will say, well, maybe they had a good draw to get to the final for Martin and Sharon, but you know, Wayne has been on exceptional form this morning. Michelle has been there or thereabouts and had the upper hand with Sharon, so when that happens, it can only be one result.
This is almost the perfect opener.
Yeah, now they've gone very long, so Wayne decided to throw almost a full length jack, and Michelle is now sitting about 7-8 inches behind the jack. So fantastic start.
Well, whatever happens, silver medal is nothing to laugh about. Good effort. Don't easily see this changing. The way, as you said, the game's going and how the confidence of the player. It's game management from here.
Yes, and Wayne's been around the block a few times. He won't be dropping counts, that's for sure. So it's now a really difficult task for Martin to resuscitate this game.
This is in the vicinity.
Yeah, not
But when
bad.
you're chasing this sort of score, you need numbers here now, and it's not
Indeed.
easy to see how it can happen.
Short bowls are public enemy number one now when you are chasing 19 shots and 7 ends. And as you can see, Sharon's had a couple of short ones now. She's got second shot, but they're not the type of woods that you can build counts on.
Seemed like that came out quite nicely, but let's have a look. She needs a result.
She nearly
To
had
your
one.
point, still not arriving.
She had good weight. She would have reached the jack, but yeah.
So you, I think if I'm not mistaken, you have won Gauteng Open pairs with Jason before, and maybe a fours with the Belgravia side.
We've won 2 fours and 1 pairs. Well, this is very close from Wayne again. Fantastic shot. Yeah, it's been a good hunting ground for us at Belgravia in those days. I know Jason won it also with Donny way back in 2010 when I was banned.
If this is inside that bowl,
Yeah.
might have still been about 2 foot shy.
Yeah. You know, when you searching for so many shots, you need to throw a little caution to the wind and make sure you reach, give yourself a chance.
So last year, Morningside was headquarters, and Jerry and Johan won the pairs and the fours, and Heinz won the mixed, and it looks like this year, excellent bowl from Wayne. He's just drawn number 1, really putting the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah,
but it
Martin.
looks like Morningside is having another good run.
Well, you know, it's not hard to comprehend when you've got probably at least 50% of every provincial side comes from Morningside, and not just 50%, but the top 50%. So you got Jason and Jerry, you got yourself, you got Donny, you got John, and you got Johan. You've got Heinz, of course, and you've got Aiden. I mean, that's a provincial side all by itself. So
Wayne
Yeah.
was in the area there, but no damage.
yeah, Martin needs to have a wipe at this and try and. No, it
I
seems to be.
think that
nice.
really is not going to do anything.
No,
He had a look at his hand afterwards. Look,
I wouldn't be
There's
surprised if they shook
almost
hands.
certainty that if it's up and down, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that some people could have already maybe decided that's it. But
Well,
mathematically, I'm just trying to work it out here now. It's 12 ends down, 22 shots in 6 ends, 22 and 6. You're on the verge of 4 end now.
forehand.
And we just said it was 2, then it went to 3, and now it's 4. And there's only 6 bowls.
Put it this way: if I was playing with you and Donny, or me and Jason, we'd have shaken hands already after the 12th hand, gone to the bar and enjoyed a couple of cold ones.
If you think you can float it around Robin, if you're young, that's also fine. To you.
Sometimes you have to just take your hat off and acknowledge that the opposition were really good.
It's a no-brainer, really, Sean. I think maybe for Sharon's sake, she wants to get her money's worth and play the whole final. But
Very
sup-
good weight there.
I'm
from
surprised
Sharon.
at Martin not
Hoist up, Betsy.
offering his hand there after that last hand. So it's getting nice and sunny and warm. I think today the
And that's
high,
what Michelle's been doing all day. If there is the odd loose one,
yes.
the very next one has adjusted.
And you'll notice that she's always got one behind the jack somewhere. So she's been very, very solid on the mat today. I was about to say we in for 22 degrees here in Pretoria today, so very, very mild for our winter. Perfect bowling weather.
Okay, wait a second. You want to try one there? I'm happy.
Michelle having to change her hand.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, as you said, that hand does tend to be just a little bit heavier.
Starting your lineup about 2-3 balls.
A couple of comments, which is kind of what we're alluding to. If you've scored 2 in 12, to try and get 22 in 6.
Yeah,
And it's also, what's the word? It's also how the opposition are playing.
indeed.
So sometimes Jason and I were into the pairs final, but the one game we were really scratching. We got over the line, but there were times when we were holding 4s and 5s and the skip came in for shots. So you had the chances
Yes.
for them to potentially slip up. Over here, you just don't even see potentially how the multiples coming.
So,
We've got Jason Evans walking past, yeah.
6 times
he's
SA
got a
Masters
monster
champion
in
has
his
just
hand there.
arrived. He obviously couldn't find the club today.
Let me just get his wallet here. He left his wallet in my car.
I'm
And,
surprised you could pick it up, Sean.
He was a little bit worried that
Yeah,
going
Linda,
over to
you've,
Aces, he
nailed it
needed
there.
his ID.
Michelle has been solid on the mat and Wayne has been sublime. He's played some great bowls today. Martin, unfortunately, has been under the whip for most of the game.
So a little bit later this afternoon, Jason is playing Heinz in the semi-final of the singles. So one of the players will be going through to the final for a possible double.
Yes. Well, look, they're both in the pairs final and one of them will be in the final of the singles. So one of them will be going for a double.
One will have a chance of a double. Could
Yeah.
win both, lose both, or split 1-1. But Jason is the defending champion in the singles. So, what your one comment was that maybe Martin and them had an easy draw. They didn't. They beat the defending champions.
Yes, I know. So we can't.
During the build up to the final.
Yeah, they beat Heinz and Michelet, of course, on the way to this final. So they have been playing well, but today they just haven't found it as well as Wayne and Michelle have got it going. So at the moment, it's a bit of a measure for shot. Not
Well,
anymore.
It was a measure.
And then, surprise,
this
surprise.
is what we kind of are saying, that I don't even see where a multiple's coming. If you score, it's going to be a single.
Yeah, it's like we said 5 minutes ago. It's time for them to concede defeat.
I'm almost now trying to work out that 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. So after the 14th hit, you're almost on the verge of scientifically you don't have enough balls on the green.
Correct.
Yeah, just like that.
So it's 25-2, that's 23 up. 4 times 6, that's 4 full houses. I think Kiesia will be happy to pay that out if that was a comeback, one for ages.
Mate, if they get 4 full houses, I will also pay them what Giesi is going to pay them.
Even though you're only allowed to claim one, you're just saying that you'd be all willing to chip in.
Yeah, it's now an impossibility.
In my club where I started at Linden, there's a scorecard. And it was 3 or 4 consecutive 8s.
Wow.
I don't know how that's possible.
That they scored or conceded?
Ironically scored. And it was up there in the bar. I think it was probably 3. But 3 consecutive full houses.
Wow, that's something. I remember having 2 full houses in the All Transvaal pairs with David Smith at Roosevelt the one year. And in those years, Giesi paid If you had a multiple in one game, he paid for the multiple. So I know it's changed now, but it's not impossible to have 2 or more 8s in a game. So, update from the end there. It looks like Robbie Pickett is 12-2 up on Willie. The heads don't look
12-9.
no 12-2.
No, I think.
Yes,
12-9.
yes. So Robin Ashby has come back well on the Kempton boys. They're now only 3 behind after 9. 21 ends there, of course.
If I'm not mistaken, Robin Ashby is quite a good golfer.
Yes, he's just won the Northern Transvaal Open, or the Gauteng North Open, or whatever it's called in golf terms. He's been a handy golfer for many years. Before I started playing bowls, I used to play golf with him here. And he was always a great competitor. He's a skinny guy, but wow, can he hit the ball. His timing is magnificent.
And he's definitely got the bowling pedigree. I know that he's won the national pairs with Thomas Minnie. Way
Indeed.
back, I think he beat Sean Nell, the late Sean Nell and Dylan Stafford.
In the final, and he beat me and Jason in the quarterfinal that year. So yeah, he's no stranger to the winner's podium.
Just taking a break from the action here because it's a measure, but irrelevant, I think, in the context of the score.
Yes, so it's 1 shot there for the Belgravia side. So it's now 25-2 after 13.
Surely this is the final end now, Mike.
Well, I mean, the bags are down here. If I was Martin, I would bowl them straight into my bag from the mat.
The fours, there's
Oh.
some huge shots in there. That's what's quite nice about fours, probably the pinnacle of the sport in terms of the what's the word, skill, is the team.
Yes.
The gees.
Yes, obviously you've got 2 words each, and there's 4 of you who are competing. There's 4 of you competing, of course, and you all have to pull together, and sometimes 1 or 2 of you have to carry the other 1 or 2 of you. So it's important to dovetail well in the fours. But all of these sides have obviously been playing well throughout the tournament.
So 25-2 after 13, the gap's 23, 5 ends to play.
A great start
We're
from
almost
Sharon.
reaching the stage of mathematically improbable.
Got a scratch in her bowl, and she's only about 7-8 inches behind the jack. So another 2 of them. And then Martin to follow suit. And that'll be the first full house, Sean.
It's probably Michelle's 2 weakest bowls, but at this stage I don't think Wayne will be having too many
Heart palpitations. Look, I mean, sometimes when you're so far in front, you can lose interest, and you just go through the motions. I know me and Donnie played 1 couple in this year's Nationals. I think we were 27-3 up
very good weight from Sharon there.
after about, 12 ends, and my bowls went off the radar, but Donnie's turned himself on, and we managed to win that game 35-4, something silly.
And here comes Michelle. And
Yes.
it only takes 1, but she's got second.
So she snapped out of her coma, and she's now bowled a great bowl there. Got a very good second and changed the head in a good way. Now Sharon she's got to reach. She's got to be here.
Well, look, it doesn't look to be too far off. It's probably in the vicinity.
Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. Seems like our chats have dried up. I think all the listeners must have gone and made breakfast or a cup of tea or something. A 105 viewers, Sean, listening to our dulcet tones and our extraordinary bowls knowledge.
Yeah, Wayne looks very close here. I mean, if he finds his ball there, it's
Yeah.
shot.
He's probably made two out of it.
Almost, in terms of line, he's hit his line 9 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, you'd swear he's playing with arrows. Same line every time.
Like, I think Martin's in the vicinity, but it's just not enough weight.
Yeah. I think his only shot now is to come
So
down the
if-
forehand and get 1-2. I mean, it's a miraculous
If this
shot.
head doesn't change mathematically, you can't get 4-6s ain't enough.
Yes. So,
And this is very close. He's on the verge of number 1 here. Look at this. And it's in the count.
yeah.
This is exhibition of balls here.
Yeah, they're lined 3 now, and it's practically impossible for Martin to get a good result. He's got great
Look,
weight.
he could get a result here, and it could be called almost on the verge of, and he's now actually still down. You know, when things are not going your way,
Yes.
I don't think Martin will mind that. In the event the game was close, you might be a little bit aggrieved, but at this stage, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Even if Martin takes that shot out with his last ball, the most they can pick up is 3. That's 20 shots difference then in forehands, and yeah, shake hands, have a cup of tea. See, we've got a viewer from Australia who's supporting Sharon, Wanda Robertson.
And look at this. It's definitely in the count.
He can possibly get 1-2, and then he'd have to stay for 3, so it's practically
I'd
impossible.
be surprised if he's not walking up after this ball.
He's into the bunch, I think. Oh, he's not. He played a great shot.
He's played an absolute bomb, but
You need to shake hands, guys. Surely.
they're still staying. They're staying on. I'm trying to work it out, yeah. It's 22 shots. It's 4-6s.
I think they're trying
That's
to.
like the casino where you've got the slot machines and you're looking for all the numbers.
Yeah. Farting against thunder, I think, is the expression. A snowball's chance in hell is another one. I'm very surprised they're staying on.
After this head, depending on what happens, Wayne could well put his hand out, because if
Yeah, they can play the last couple of ends by themselves and still not win. So what's next on the streaming roster, Cliffy?
it will be the disabled final.
Oh,
It's
excellent.
between Henny Myberg of Pretoria North BGN and Chris Reinecker from Harlequins BGN.
Yes. 2 guys with fantastic records in their own rights. Are you commentating on that one, Cliffy? Who's
Gareth Reese Gibbs.
Mr. Reese Gibbs, the sniper's nightmare? I haven't seen him yet.
And he, I did see him, and
Oh.
he actually works for Perfect Delivery with
Yes,
PSZ.
of course.
Doing a good job there.
Unfortunately, Mike, the 4s are a little bit too far away from where the cameras are currently set up. What we can tell you is that Wilson picked up 1 on the previous end. He's now 12-3 behind after 9.
Now, well done. Correction.
Yeah, because the 4s is played on ring 2 and 3. There's a gap 4-5, so
Yes.
you're not really in close proximity.
No, and I'm sure if they put the cameras on 4, it would be a problem, because I'm sure the next games are due to come on very shortly.
Fine, Michelle's finished.
Half. It's a meter in front, so it's going to miss it either way. I wouldn't change your hand. If it's on the outside, good. Inside, also fine.
So, back to the action. Sharon's pretty much got a back toucher, only 5 or 6 inches behind the jack, but only holding one at this stage. Michelle gone down really narrow with her last bowl. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Martin can play the backhand, pull the white to the back, maybe draw another 3 for a 5. But for Wayne to miss with all 3 is not going to happen the type of form he's in this morning.
Yeah, Robbie Picker's four-side, they seem to be a happy bunch of players. He won this title 2 years ago.
Yes.
Martin, if he can get a clean run here, it was still probably a little bit short.
Yeah, I mean, now it's mathematically impossible, so.
Yeah, you see, I mean, even when hitting a ball up almost a yard, it's finishing bang on a jack. You know.
It's like a better line, no? Not that easy.
Meanwhile, back to the mixed pairs final. Looks like Wayne is now holding shot.
And look at this. It's in the vicinity. I mean,
Yeah, fantastic. He really has been on form this morning.
hardly bad bowl, hardly a bad bowl. I understand there's no pressure, but still, to do it all the time takes some certain concentration. And yeah, Martin, just to finish the game off, the hats coming off. I'm just trying to look. He scored. Oh, hold on.
Now there's one wood
There's
left.
another ball to come.
Don't get too excited, Sean.
I wouldn't be surprised if he draws the shot.
Should we put a beer on it, seeing that our commentary is coming to an end very shortly?
Are you saying he's getting the shot or not?
I'm saying he's not going to get the shot
Okay,
for a castle light draft.
Okay, you're on.
Right. Let's shaking it, sir. Right. Let's see.
This is his most difficult shot of the day.
Has he saved the best for last? He's on a line. He's on a line. He's on a line. He's just going to come up short.
Oh, well, look, I'm more than willing to buy the first castle light and the second one's on you.
Yeah.
And all the hats coming off,
They have to come off.
Well, his one's already come off.
I mean,
Martin's having a look at the scoreboard.
yeah, it's just shake
Well, I
hands,
mean,
boys.
Oh my goodness. They've said they're going to play it down, but look, technically, you don't have to, because mathematically, you can't.
Yeah. Doesn't make... Maybe they didn't want to carry their bowls down. Who knows?
But do you want to go double or quits?
Well, we'll see what opportunity arises, yeah.
Okay.
You can't fly on one wing after all. I mean, you can't just have one draft.
But I mean, look, I wouldn't be playing personally.
No. And like Mr. O'Connor Sr. has said, could this be the record for the biggest win in a mixed pairs final? Well, I'm not a historian, and unfortunately we don't have all the facts at hand, so I wouldn't know. If any listeners out there can recall a mixed pairs final that has
The reason why
eclipsed this.
I don't know the answer, but I'm going to say that probably it's not a record, is because it used to be 8 balls. I mean, if this was 8 versus 6, it could have been even more.
Yes, no, for sure.
But it's got to be close in terms of the gap, if you want to call it. Not in terms of maybe number of shots, but the
the gap.
The Delta. And there's another good shot.
Running one, eh?
Yeah, great start from Michelle again. We over on the fours, I see Robbie's picked up another 3 shots to go 15-3 ahead of Willie after 10 ends.
Ryan, yeah?
Kempton Park have also picked up a
The
few there. to go.
Kempton have picked up a count as well to go 16-9 up after 11 ends. So, obviously they're only halfway through their 21 end games, so there's a lot can still happen there. Michelle drawing a second shot.
Jack? I move the jack. Okay, so here's your weight. Move the jack a meter.
This looks fair. You know, you sometimes only as good as your last bowl, and that's a very good bowl.
I think if
You
she
know, one golf shot on the 18th tee, even if you've had a nightmare, is enough to bring you back.
Yeah, I think if she had the weight that Martin was asking for, like a meter over the draw, she would have been perfect there. The line was great. Michelle just getting her customary one behind the jack, as she's done on, I think, on every single end of this final.
I'm trying to work out this double or quits as to what I could potentially call here. Will Martin get the shot?
I'm going to stick my castle light on the line and say that Martin will get the shot at the end of this end.
I was also going to say
Oh,
that,
were
but
you?
now I have to potentially. So just to make it fun, I'm going to have to say Belgravia will win the end.
Okay, fine. Did you bring a wallet today, Sean?
My car's getting washed up top there, and I don't have cash. The guy said, "Don't worry, you can e-wallet." I might have to learn how to do that.
Do you have an FNB account?
Standard Bank.
Yeah, then unless you download the e-wallet app, that's not happening. I'll lend you $80 to pay for your car wash. Don't worry. You just buy my beer all day,
So it's about £3.
something like that.
Can get. You,
Look at this.
we said
look
this.
at
We
this,
said
look
this.
at this, look
We
at
said
this.
this.
And oh yes, I'm looking at 2 Castle Light drafts at the moment.
Well, I know there's no pressure, but he's going to be in the area.
Yeah. I might even give Martin a couple of sips of my Castle Light for that fantastic shot he's just played.
I think Wayne feels sorry for you and decides you're thirsty because that didn't even arrive.
Yeah. What Martin doesn't want to do is crack an egg and knock it back to Michelle's, but he doesn't have the weight for that. Oh, another fantastic bowl. If only this game.
If only the game started.
If only this game was 31 ends, we could be in for a cracker. Wayne having a run, and that's exactly like one of my runs.
Oh my goodness!
Shawnee, sorry mate,
Double or quits didn't work. Look, I wanted to say Martin would win, and I only
but you
stopped
didn't.
it because
But you
of
didn't.
So well
Stop.
done for sticking
Thank
your
you.
neck out there.
Stop crying. Stop crying and get your phone ready. You can pay on your phone now. Okay, guys, thanks. That's been great to speak to you this morning. Unfortunately, we didn't have a crackerjack final like we expected, but obviously Wayne and Michelle played exceptionally well, and I think they would have beaten any mixed pair this morning. The next game up is the disability final between the Pretoria North boys and Chris Reinecker, and on commentary you're going to have Cliffy Kay and the one and only Gareth Rees-Gibbs. So Henny up against Chris next on the streaming rink, and we thank you all for listening, and we'll see you shortly. I think I'm back on tomorrow morning for the that's the men's pairs final. Anyway, it's over and out. Thank you guys. Thank you James for a fantastic production, and if anybody wants to speak to me, I'll be at the bar.